Hi students, it's Louise. Today we're going to make a chocolate cake. Do you have long hair? Yes, then tie it back. You can see I've already tied my hair back. If no, your hair's short, turn the page. We need to wash our hands. Soap, rub, tap on, rinse off, and dry our hands. I put a link that your parents will help you to watch YouTube, somebody else making the cake on YouTube. The first thing we need to do is get our equipment. We need to get our measuring cups. We have a 1 cup and a 3/4 cup. We need to get our teaspoons. We need to get our bowl. And our whisk. Our sifter. Our spatula. We need to get our tins and a wire rack. So over here we've got our tins and our wire rack. The next thing is to get our ingredients. We need flour, cocoa, baking powder, bicarb soda, sugar, some salt, vanilla, eggs, milk, and oil. The next thing we need to do is turn on our oven. You make sure it's about 160 degrees if your oven's got a fan in it. Put paper in cake tins. I've already done this and your parents will help you to do that. Put sifter in bowl. We need to get our flour and put the flour in our cup. 1 cup plus a 3/4 cup. We get our flour, and we need to fill our 1 cup and our 3/4 cup. I might pour it in, see how we go. You may need a little bit of help doing this because sometimes the flour goes everywhere. For the last little bit, I'll use a spoon. There we are. Okay. Put flour in sifter. Remember, our sifter is in the bowl. We put in our 3/4 cup and our 1 cup. We need to get cocoa and measure a 3/4 cup. So our cocoa, 3/4 cup, and we're putting it in. you need to put the cocoa in the sifter. Next, we get our bicarb soda and we put it in a 1 teaspoon and a 1/2 teaspoon. There's my 1 and there's my 1/2. So our 1 teaspoon and our 1/2 teaspoon. And we put those into the sifter. Get our baking powder. We need 1 teaspoon and a 1/2 teaspoon. The same measurements. There's my 1, there's my 1/2. And then we put the baking powder in the sifter. Next, we sift our dry ingredients. That means you just give it a little bit of a shake to get all the lumps out. And you can see all the dry ingredients going into the bowl. Now sometimes with the lumps at the end, you get a spoon and you just give them a little bit of a stir. There we go. The dry ingredients are in the bowl. Our next step is to get the sugar. We need to get 1 cup plus 1 cup, so 2 cups of sugar. 1, 2. One cup of sugar, you put that in the bowl. 2 cups of sugar, we put in the bowl. Got our sugar and we put it in the bowl. Now we need to get our salt and put the salt in the spoon. 1 teaspoon. There's our 1 teaspoon. There we go, a little bit more. And we put that in the bowl. Next, we stir with our whisk. Bit of a stir and stir all the dry ingredients around. Our next job is to get 2 eggs, 1, 2, and put them in the bowl. We might crack them into this bowl first, just in case we get some shells. Pull apart. That's 1. Here's our second crack. 2 thumbs, push in. Those are a bit tricky. Now if you get any shell in there, like I have, You can just get a spoon and get that shell out, otherwise it makes it a little bit crunchy. There we go. We get our 2 eggs and we put them in the bowl. Now we need to get our oil and put our oil in the 1/2 cup. I think I got my 1/2 cup out. Let me get it out. Reading it, 1/2 cup. Yes, that's correct. 1/2 cup. Our oil. 1/2 cup of oil, and we put that in the bowl. Next we get our milk and we put the milk in 1 cup. It's our 1 cup. Here's our milk. Pour the milk in. There we go, 1 cup of milk, and we put that in the bowl. What do we do next? Put milk in bowl, get vanilla and put the vanilla in a 1 teaspoon. Here's our vanilla, 1 teaspoon. There we go, and we put that in the bowl. Then we need to stir with a whisk for 30 seconds. Just till it's all mixed around. Now sometimes when you're stirring, the bowl moves around. Let me show you a trick. If we get a little cloth from the cupboard, we wet it, squeeze it out, and then we put it on the bench. And if we put our bowl on top of it, then we can stir and our bowl doesn't move around as much. Okay, that's looking lovely and mixed. Let's see what we need to do next. Oh, we need to put boiling water in a cup. You will need to get your parents to help you with this because boiling water is very hot. Now I haven't put my jug on yet. So the jug's on. Okay, so we need to get our boiling water from the jug. Remember, it's very hot. You will need help. We need to put that in our 1 cup. You see the steam coming off? It's very hot. So being very careful, we're putting the hot water in our bowl. Okay. So we remember to get help from an adult. Okay, stirring with a whisk for about 30 seconds. Stir it slowly so you don't get any hot splashes. Now this cake mixture is very runny. See how runny it is? But that's okay. It's starting to mix in nicely now. There we go. finished with the whisk now, and I'll put that in the sink. Okay, our next job is to put the cake mixture into the tin. Pour it into the tin. We'll try to get the same amount in both tins. Scrape it with the spatula just to get it all out. So our cake is in the tin. Our next job is to put in the oven, get help from an adult because the oven is hot. Carefully putting the cake in the oven. There's 1 and 2. In the oven. There we go. Close the oven door. Now we need to wait for 35 minutes. So while we're waiting, let's do a bit of cleanup. We can wipe the bench. There we go. And we might do some dishes. Make sure you get them all nice and clean. Put in the rack. So it's time to take the cake out of the oven. Turn the oven off. You'll need to get an adult to help you because it's very hot. It's 1 cake. Two cakes. Now we need to wait 5 minutes. Okay, it's time to turn the cake onto a wire rack to cool. I've got some links down below to give you some instructions on how to do that. You need to get an adult to help you because they're still very warm. It's always nice when your cake comes out of the tin. That's 1. We can just take the paper away now. Now we need to wait until the cake is cool, and then we'll put the icing on.
Yep.
I'm going to show you how to make a really lovely chocolate cream icing, which is really, really easy. So you just pour in about 1 cup of thickened cream. And we add, I've done about 3/4 of a cup of cocoa. I think that might even be 1/2 a cup. No, 3/4 of a cup. And about a cup of icing sugar. And all you do is then just whip it all together until the cream is nice and firm and holds its shape. Just like whipped cream, but it's chocolate whipped cream. Makes a really quick icing. So I've just taken the icing away from the mixer, and just to show you that it's just really lovely and thick chocolate cream. And if you come over here, when our cakes are nice and cool, we'll put the icing on. But we need to wait until the cakes are cold, or the icing will just melt everywhere. I'll see you soon. Okay, so it's time to put the icing on the cake. So here's the icing that we made earlier. I'm going to put that on the cake. So take one layer of the cake and put it on your plate. Next, we get some icing and we pop it on top. We just need to spread that over with a knife. Doesn't need to be neat. Just spread it over. The next thing we do is get our next layer and put that on top. And then we need to put more icing on top of the cake. On it goes. And then we just spread it all over. Now you can just keep it on top, like so, or you can spread it down the sides. Just work your way around the cake, spreading the icing. And now we've put the icing on the cake. It's time to eat and enjoy. So we're going to cut the cake. Looks delicious. You must send me a photo of your cake so I can see what your cake looks like. Cut the cake, put it on a plate. So it's time to eat our cake and enjoy. So students, enjoy making your chocolate cake, and remember to send Sezen and myself a picture of your cake through email. Bye for now.